Hi, I'm Ryan from Scout Campers, and today we're going to talk a little bit about model fitment and different types of trucks with the Scout Campers. So when we look at our smallest model, the Tuk Tut, it's going to fit on 4.5-foot beds and longer. So that's good news if you own a Gladiator or a Maverick or trucks like that that have a bit smaller bed. The Tuk Tut is a hard side camper that's going to fit in your box. When we look at our next model, which is the Yoho, it's going to be designed for 5-foot beds and longer. This is going to be your, your Tacomas, your Rangers. So working both 5-foot and 6-foot and even longer, but minimum is 5 foot for the Yoho. When you go to the Olympic model, which is kind of our mid-size, you need a 5.5-foot bed and longer. So the minimum bed for an Olympic is 5.5 feet. This is going to be like your F-150, your Dodge 1500, GMC, Chevrolet 1500s, those kind of trucks, or even bigger, but 5.5-foot bed or longer for the Olympic. When we go to our largest Scout, which is the Scout Kenai, you need a 6.5-foot bed or longer. So for your F-250s, GMC 2500s, even some half tons that have the right payload, you need a 6.5-foot bed or 8-foot bed for a Scout Kenai to work properly on your truck. So that's kind of the basic guide to fitment for the Scouts. I always recommend the same 3 things for each camper owner, which would be checking your tires to make sure you have the right weight-rated tires. I always recommend E-Range tires. I'd always go with a 1/2-inch rubber mat front of the Scout camper, and I would add airbags to the truck at the rear axle just to balance and flatten out your ride and give you the best ride experience. So that's kind of the basic truck fitment for the Scout campers.